Hello, this is an Escape 2011 model with an Evap code. Evap leak PO 455 and 456, I believe. This is what I ended up finding. The flapper in there is completely broken off and, well, loose, and it's not sealing. So I'm going to be replacing the filler neck. Always disconnect the battery when you're messing with the fuel system. So first thing, if you've got this yellow bezel, pop it off, and that'll expose two 8mm screws right in there. See? 7mm, sorry. Okay, once those two screws are out, this literally pops right out of place. Go ahead and remove your left rear wheel to access the filler pipe a little easier. Go ahead and follow your filler pipe down to your tank. There's an 8mm clamp right here. The head of it's an 8mm. That's what you'll need to loosen it. I have already loosened that. This shield right here, I will get to that in a moment. It looks like I'll be able to remove the pipe with it on, but you'll need to re-rivet it onto the old one if you want to retain this shield, which protects it from damage from road debris. So go ahead and slide this off. You might need to rotate it to break the bond. Rotating it left and right. Okay, that was easy with two hands right here. So next you're going to see this 8mm bolt right there holding the filler tube onto the body. Got that off, and would you look at that? That was easy. Alright, so the last thing would be to disconnect this, which I believe is under the back seat. Let's look. Alright, just wanted to get you in here before we go any further. The seat has a little strap that you pull on the front. You pull it and it slides forward. And then here's your outline of the fuel pump housing. You just kind of have to, I'm going to use both hands and just pull it up around the edges. Okay. You're going to want to disconnect this one. It's the one with the push style release, not the one with this special looking clamp here. It's the one you push down on. Squeeze both ends of that and it pops right off. See the little tabs, or you squeeze them on both ends. It smells like fuel in here. Okay, there's the other end of that. And you're off. Apologies for the mess on the table. So next, if you'd like to reuse this shield, you can drill the rivets out. It should be a 1/4 inch drill bit that you need. There's 3 of them. So you can drill them out and install new ones, or use a bolt and a nut to hold it on. Up to you. Alright. So what I did is I just pulled the panel off around the rivets there without damaging it. So once again, I just kind of pulled and wiggled it off. And I'm going to get nuts and bolts with a washer to hold it onto the new one. You can see the carnage here. Here's the old one. See how you can't even see the flapper? Here's the new one. Right there, that silver thing. That one's damaged. Okay, got my nuts and bolts in there. All nice and purdy like. Oh man. So How am I going to do this? Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Take your hose, I believe, and I'm going to stick that in there. Start that in first. Get this up around here. Sort of get it in place around the, you know what, just a second. Okay, with both hands, what I did first is routed that small hose through the hole, just pushed it in there. And then I shoved this hose onto the tank. Do make sure that it's seated properly and flush with the end, which it is. It's even all the way around. Then I push this up inside of the corner in here, got it into the hole. Okay, so next I'm going to come inside and locate the hose, which is, survey says, oh, it's right here. It's just caught up in the harness here. Okay, make sure it's not damaged, which it is not. Pull it back and slide it on until you hear a click. All right, all nice and clean. Nice. Okay, now you can put this back on. Just push down until it's flush. Done. Done. And with the dirtiest hand you have, ta-da! Okay, you can take your bezel, stick it back on. See how the two holes are angled like that? So it can go in either this way or this way. So I'm going to try this way first, because I don't remember which way for sure it was on. Actually, it's a little locator dimple on the bottom here, which goes into that hole, so it only goes on one way. Insert the nipple into the hole. Make sure it slides in. There it is. Just route it around the obstacles. Okay, it's getting close. There we go. Right now you can get your screws in. Here's one. Oh, I think, let's see. 1 minute. Okay, so go ahead and thread that lower bolt in by hand a little bit, just to keep the filler pipe located. And what that'll do for you is align the holes for these bolts. See those threads on the left? Now you should be able to stick your neck in here, and that did it. Got the bolts in there tight, so putting that lower bolt in keeps it aligned where the screw holes are lined up. Okay. Now you can put this on. It just pops into place. I'm an idiot. No, I'm just usually do transmissions all the time, so I'm not experienced with certain things, but you know, not on a regular basis. I've done this before, but okay. So there's a little alignment dimple on the bottom. You slide that in, and then it pops down from the front. I have double checked that my inlet hose is fully seated. And that's on. And don't forget this bolt right here. Okay. Get in there. Cool. Make sure you drop your ratchet on the floor. Okay, that's tight. Everything looks good. Shield's on here properly. Okay, you can get your wheel on. You are all set, my man, or my woman, or my other. I'm going to do an evap test, and then you don't have to do that, but you can fill up your tank, put a little gas in, make sure it doesn't leak, clear your check engine light, and make sure you're fixed. But there you go. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for a lot more videos like this, and I hope you have a fantastic day.